Hey guys, and welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to my channel. You guys, it is April. That means it is time for my April makeup bag. If you're new here, I shop my stash every single month. I put some makeup and skincare in my bag, my makeup bag here, and this is what I'm going to be pulling from for the entire month of April. I know everything right now is all about the Sephora Spring Savings event, and that's great, but over here, I'm still trying to shop my stash and not overconsume and be a little bit more sustainable with all the makeup that I already have. So this month I have some goodies in my makeup bag. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this April makeup bag. We're shopping my stash today. I hope that you will stay tuned and see what all I have. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hi to my new subscribers. I love that y'all have joined the beauty fam. Let's go ahead and get started before I drop anything else, girl. My content is very, very real, okay? This is not going to be edited out. It is what it is. So let's get started. So starting off with some primers, I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Gripping Primer. This is the Hydro Grip Primer. I received this from the brand last year, like late last year, and they also sent me a mini size, so I've barely dipped into this one. I know that this primer is really good for long-lasting makeup if you need your makeup to last and really adhere. I have a couple of things going on this month that I'm going to need to be out of the house and be wearing makeup for, so I'm going to be trying this one again. This bottle is pretty full and I kind of want to dip into it. Another one that I've had is the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Magic Cream. I have not used this with makeup. I've used this like as just a regular moisturizer, but I've yet to pair it with a makeup look, and this is the very small jar that I got, and I just got it on the whim just to try it. I've never tried any of her face products. It's a really nice hydrating primer. I really do like how it makes my skin feel, or moisturizer, but I do understand you can use this as a makeup primer as well. So I'm going to be adding that in. I did receive a package from City Beauty. They were kind enough to give me a few things, no obligation to post about them, but one of the things that they sent me was a lid lifting treatment. This is for your eyelids, and this is for like if you have more mature skin and you have any like little creases or anything like that in your eyelids. This is supposed to help your eyelids look a little bit more awake, more firm. And so I'm going to give this a good 30-day try this month. I'm going to be using this, and this doesn't have to be used with makeup. It's more of a skincare product. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know I like to do these 30-day trials with any type of new skincare into my routine. I film the initial video, then I come back and film the follow-up video with my true results. And again, I'm under no obligation to post this, but I am curious about this eyelid treatment. So we're going to be putting this in the bag as well. As far as foundation goes, I did pull a high end and a low end. The first high end is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I always forget how good this is until I put it on. I have the shade 17N, and I have it on today, and I just like how it looks like a glowy second skin, like the skincare. As soon as I put it on, I was like, whoa, why am I not using this foundation more? So I put it to the front of my tray. It's going into my bag. We're going to add this one for the month of April, and I like the texture as it's getting warmer here in Charlotte. I like the texture of a foundation that doesn't feel like foundation, and this is not too heavy. I was even able to build it up with a couple of layers, like 2 pumps, and it still feels like my skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. So the Makeup by Mario is going into my cart from the drugstore. I pulled my favorite foundation from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Skin Tint with Vitamin C. Even though this is a skin tint, to me it wears like a medium coverage foundation. It is so pretty, such a nice glow. Do you see the theme I'm going here for with a nice glowy base? I really enjoy this foundation. It's very inexpensive, high quality though. You know, Maybelline, for me, they really do well with their complexion products. And the Super Stay, I also said this Maybelline Super Stay is one of the best foundations in my opinion for women over 40. I wrote a blog post about foundations for women over 40, and this was at the top of the list for good reason. So this will be going into my April makeup bag as well. This month I'm only putting 2 concealers in my makeup bag. For the high end, I'm putting in my Bobbi Brown Skin Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade Honey, I believe. Warm Honey. This is in the shade Warm Honey. I like this all over my face. I can use it under my eye. It is very full coverage, so I use very little under my eye. But I do like this for touch-ups. It covers so well. Set it with a little powder and I am on my way. So this one will be going in my makeup bag. I don't think I use this quite enough, but I really do enjoy it. And look at this applicator. It's such a nice applicator. Can get very precise on my areas. I really like that one. So we're going to be using the Bobbi Brown Skin Full Concealer, and then I'm going to be dipping back into one of my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealers. I keep buying these for a reason, because they are just that good. $7, you get full coverage and you get hydration, and these really last me a long time. The ones that I have right now is the shade Medium Sand, I want to say. I think that's the same one I always get. This is like my third one, so yeah, it's the same one. But I'll be using these two concealers this month. This one for the good highlighting under eye coverage, this one for all over for touch-ups and things like that. So these two will be going in my makeup bag this month. Powder products that I'm reaching for this month include my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is the finishing powder. I have the shade Medium Deep. This just gives me that nice airbrush finish to my makeup. I can wear this with just concealer and a little bit of this powder. I haven't used this in a while. I've been using up my Sephora Micro Smooth powder, but I'm gonna put this MAC in my April makeup bag. It's such a good powder. I always forget. I have so much stuff that sometimes it's like I always forget how good something is until I reach for it again. That's kind of what this is. So secondly, I want to finish up the rest of this Huda Beauty Peach powder. I have the small size. I've been using this pretty regularly to set my concealer and things like that, and I still actually like it, but I do have a small size, so I'm gonna see how I can get through this in the month of April, or as much as I can, and really use up this little small size for the month. This is going to be my setting powder that I'm going to use. As far as a powder bronzer, we are dipping into another fabulous drugstore powder, and this is from L'Oreal. This is their Infallible Bronzers. Remember when these came out like what, a year and a half ago in the summer, and they were all the rage, and this one has been well used and well worn. I have the shade Medium, I think it is. It's shade 350. That's the one I have. It's a nice bronzer. It's not too red, but it is a nice warm shade. So this will be my powder bronzer. I'm going to give this Rare Beauty another shot. I have pulled my Rare Beauty bronzer stick out that I've barely touched since I got it in November in the Sephora sale. It's just okay, and I think it's okay for a good everyday, you know, look if you just want a little touch up or bronzer. So we're gonna stick with the Rare Beauty. I'm gonna stick beside her. We're gonna wear it again in April and see if I like it just a little bit more this time. I have several blushes in my bag this month because I really could not narrow it down, but I've really been feeling pink lately. I really like pink blushes in the summer, in the spring and summer, and I'm really looking to incorporate some color into my looks this month. I love a neutral look. I do. It's nice. It's, you know, brown, it's warm, but it's getting warm outside, and I'm just loving some pops of color. And one way I like to do that is with my blush. So I'm pulling out the Danessa Myricks It Girl. This is the Yummy Skin blush. This is her newest shade. It's called It Girl. It's like a nice cool bubblegum tone pink. I did not think I would like this color pink, this kind of cool tone pink, but it actually works really well, and I like that you can use these on your eyes and things like that. I'm also pulling out my good sis L'Oreal, these Infallible blushes. Honey. L'Oreal did their big one with these blushes. I absolutely love this shade, Confident Pink. It's so pretty. A little bit goes a long way, and this is a powder blush, so you can kind of build it up a little bit. I like to do a cream on the bottom and then top it a little bit with blush. It's very flattering when I do it that way. So I'm going to be pulling out this Confident Pink shade. I also have my LYS cream blushes that if you didn't get these in the Sephora sale, I highly suggest you do. These are so pretty and so pigmented. This is their peach shade. It's called Curvy, and it's got a nice little shimmer, not shimmer, but it gives you a glow, so it almost looks like highlighter and blush in one. It's very pretty. You can build this up so it's not so subtle, or you can go ham like I like to do with my blush and wear that. And I'm also going to be pulling out my About Face. This is one of their cream blushes. I just got this and I literally just took it out the packaging today before I put it on, but it's a nice coral shade, and this is their Cheek Freak blush, and this is in the shade Brunchy. So it's a nice coral blush. Other than pink, I really love coral blush. So I'm going to be using this one this month as well. It's nice and has a nice lightweight gel texture to it. And you can probably top it with a powder blush if you like. But these are going to be the blushes that I'm putting in my makeup bag. I wear blush with every makeup look. That's the one step I never skip. I love blush. These will be going in my bag this month. So for eyeshadow for this month, I pulled out 2 palettes, one neutral and one colorful. For my neutral one, I know this one is discontinued. This is an I Love palette from Sephora, and this is one of their warm neutral shades that I have. I've had this for, I don't know, at least 2 years. I don't know why Sephora continues to discontinue some of their best things, and to me, these I Love palettes were some of the best because they're super pigmented, it's compact, easy for travel, and this is in the shade, I think it is called Warm Neutral or something like that. But these are their I Love palettes. These were like $20. And I was like, you know, with the Sephora sale, it kind of made me look around and see what do I already have before I buy another eyeshadow palette. And I still have this one. And this one is pretty great. The quality is there. I really don't know why they discontinued this, but I'm pulling this out for my everyday eyeshadow looks for the month of April. I also reached down into the eyeshadow vault and pulled out a ColourPop palette. When is the last time you heard anybody talk about a ColourPop palette, child? And I had to look and see if ColourPop still makes this palette before I introduced it, and they do. It's called It's All Good. This is their palette called It's All Good, and this is one of their mega ones. I think right now on their website, this is half off. It's like $14 now. When I got it, it was $30. I've probably used this twice at most, and I want to do some color. I want some pops of color on my eye. I love eyeshadow, and I love a good eyeshadow look. Give me a 2016 eyeshadow with some color. This is what I'm using this month. I mean, but doesn't this just scream spring? And though it doesn't have a ton of transition shades in it, oh, I stuck my finger in that eyeshadow. It does have some browns in it, but I have plenty of palettes with transition shades, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want to play around with this little quad right here and see what kind of looks I can come up with. So stay tuned for some looks from the It's All Good palette from ColourPop. I'm pulling out 2 fragrances this month. Like I said, I get to do some things outside of the house where I get to go be social, and I hope to kind of be coy with the boy this month. So I'm going to be smelling amazing in the process. The 2 fragrances I pulled out this month is Prada Paradox Intense. I cannot get enough of this fragrance. It has a very nice sweetness, like a floral on top, but when it dries down, to me, it smells nice and spicy. Now, look, I am not a fragrance descriptor to tell you what it is. If it's a gourmand, if it's floral, it smells good. And this, I believe, is classified as a warm floral. And I know it has notes of amber. All I can tell you is this Prada Paradox Intense smells amazing. And this is one of the ones that's going into my bag. My most complimented fragrance that I always get compliments on is the Coach Dream Sunset. Now, this I know for sure is a warm gourmand. I took this on vacation with me last year, and for some reason it was the only travel perfume that I packed. So I had to wear it every day, and I was coming out of the beach and by the pool, and I would shower, put this on and go to dinner, and I promise you, people stopped me and was like, what is that? My waitress, I remember she was at the bar and she was like, you smell good. Is that you? And I was like, it is. Thank you. And it's this Coach Dream Sunset. It really is my most complimented fragrance. It smells so good. I know a lot of things mix with your body chemistry sometimes, so that has a lot to do with it, but I really do enjoy this perfume, especially if I'm traveling. I'm gonna put this one in my purse. I get so many compliments on it. It has the tonka bean, it has the jasmine. It just smells really good. I was very surprised at how this smelled, and I really got a chance to use it when I was on vacation, and I was like, yes, this one is getting used this month, especially as I'm leaving the house and really going to be social. I'm gonna smell amazing. I have a few lip products that I pulled specifically, and you guys know sometimes I'll just have my tray and pull from them because my lip products, they change up so much, but I really want to use some of these lip products that I have, and I've tried them once and I haven't worn since. 2 of them are from Juvia's Place. They're 2 of the red lipsticks. One is called Rude Girl and the other one is called Afrique, and I was on the hunt one day for a really nice blood, like a, what do you call it, ox blood red. red lip, and I found this one from Juvia's Place, and it is gorgeous. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a moment. I know it's spring and you think pinks and things like that, but a red lip is always in season. A red lip goes in every season, so I'm gonna be wearing that one a little bit more, as well as Freak. This is more of a traditional red. Now these are a velvet matte, but they're not super drying or anything. Very, very smooth. So I'm gonna be pulling out those two red lipsticks, as well as the new Ruby Woo formula from MAC. Their new Maximal Satin Soft Matte lipsticks, whatever they call them, these very long names. The Ruby Woo is very, very comfortable. I have enjoyed wearing this so much. I didn't always like Ruby Woo because of how matte it was, but I love the color, and the color remained the same, but this formula is amazing. This is going in my purse actually, because I always like to just throw on a red lip when I'm out at Target or whatever. So this is going in my purse. I also want to break out my Fenty gloss. This is the newest one that I've purchased. This is one in the shade Riri. This is new to me. This is not the newest one, but this is new in my collection. I've had it at the top of my makeup tray right here, and I've just been grabbing for it. But I'm also going to put this one in my purse as my everyday gloss, as well as one of my Morphe Drip Glass glosses. I got these last spring, I think, and this is in the shade Mauve Splash. So these kind of go together. Put on a dark lip liner or a pink lip liner and you have a really cute look. So these are my lip products for the month of April. So guys, that is all for my makeup bag for the month of April. I think I got some pretty good things, a nice variety of color, neutrals, red lips, powder, and cream products. I'm excited to wear some makeup. I kind of been laying low with wearing makeup every day, but I have some things to do in April, and I'm excited to be out of the house for other things other than work and really just go be social. So it's a good time to kind of experiment, put my face on, put my scent on, put my clothes on, look amazing. So thanks so much for tuning in. I know you guys really like these videos, and I appreciate that because I too like to shop my stash and see what I already have. So thanks again for tuning in, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and make sure you turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. Thanks again for tuning in, and hi to my new subscribers once again, and hi to my A1s from day ones. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I will see y'all back here very, very soon for the next video. Bye.